Before we talk about where the price of Gala is heading before the end of 2025, we need to look at the reality of what this year has been. Because 2025 has not been a normal year for crypto. It's been one of those years where everything felt like it was almost about to take off, and then the entire market suddenly froze. Bitcoin stalled, Ethereum stalled, liquidity dried up, retail interest faded, and altcoins like Gala, no matter how strong their fundamentals were, felt like they were pulling a dead weight. But here's the crazy thing. Gala didn't stop building, and that's what makes the end of 2025 very, very interesting. See, most tokens collapse when the narrative cools down. They lose volume, they lose relevance, and eventually they lose holders. But Gala managed to do the exact opposite. While people were complaining about the price, the project itself kept pushing forward nonstop. And that's where the story really begins. You can't talk about Gala in 2025 without mentioning the biggest plot twist in the entire GameFi sector. GalaChain's partnership with China's trusted copyright chain, TCC. This isn't just some random collaboration for marketing. This is Gala gaining access to the world's biggest gaming market, a market with over 600 million gamers. Do you understand how huge that is? That's more than the entire population of Europe. That's more than the US and Japan combined. If even a tiny percentage of those gamers touch GalaChain, interact with its apps, or use its ecosystem, the utility and daily transaction volume for Gala explodes. And then, on top of that, you have real economic burn mechanics. This means the more the ecosystem grows, the more Gala gets burned automatically through NFT registrations, game items, internal transfers, everything. Every burn reduces circulating supply, and reduced supply is one of the oldest, most proven price catalysts in crypto history. Now let's bring in the next major engine behind Gala's future, Shrapnel migrating entirely to GalaChain. This isn't a casual mobile game. This is a high-end, AAA quality shooter, one of the most hyped Web3 games of the decade. And once it fully migrates, every in-game transaction pairs directly with Gala. Every skin, every upgrade, every marketplace move, every interaction. More usage, more burns, more demand. And as Gala becomes the settlement layer for a high-traffic game like this, it strengthens the platform's backbone. But even with all these catalysts, there's one uncomfortable truth we need to say out loud. Gala cannot pump alone. Not in this current market. Not in the final stretch of 2025. The entire crypto market is sitting in fear. The global fear index is stuck around 25. People are scared, hesitant, and waiting for someone else to make the first move. And when the whole market is frozen like that, altcoins don't get the spotlight. They get ignored. They get undervalued. They get pushed to the side until Bitcoin decides to rise again. But here's where the story takes another turn. Because while fear has been rising, the Gala community itself has been strengthening quietly in the background. Over 2.8 billion Gala tokens have already been bridged to GalaChain through their node staking program. That is a massive amount of supply taken off exchanges and locked into the ecosystem. When millions or billions of tokens are sitting staked, inactive, or in long-term nodes, it reduces the amount floating around in the market. And when supply tightens, the price becomes extremely sensitive. All it takes is a little push, a little momentum, and the chart can move faster than expected. On the technical side, Gala has been consolidating dangerously close to its support levels. RSI hovering around 45. Neither oversold nor overheated, just sitting quietly, waiting. The moving averages still show some downward pressure, but short-term momentum has already begun to flicker. In fact, we've seen Gala spike more than 13% in a single day recently. It didn't break out fully, but it sent a message. Buyers are watching, and the moment the broader crypto market shows signs of life, they will move. And this is where everything comes together. The fundamentals look stronger than they've ever looked. The ecosystem is expanding, not shrinking. Real utility is forming, not hype, not speculation, but actual usage. Partnerships are stacking: Huawei, Tencent Cloud, Web3, LG, industry giants. And yet the price has been held down, not because of Gala's failures, but because the entire crypto market lost its momentum. But momentum is like a sleeping giant. It always wakes back up. As we approach the final weeks of 2025, the key question becomes, does the crypto market regain enough strength to pull Gala upward? And the honest answer is yes. If the market wakes up even just a little bit, Gala is positioned to snap upward very quickly. With everything on the table: TCC partnership, Shrapnel migration, token burns, node staking, reduced circulating supply, cross-industry partnerships, and a massive pipeline heading into 2026. The most realistic, non-exaggerated, data-backed end-of-year price window for Gala is 2 cents to 4 cents before 2025 ends. Not fantasy, not hopium. This is the range that aligns with its catalysts, its momentum potential, and the reality of the broader market. Could Gala hit higher? Absolutely. If the crypto market enters a surprise mini-rally like it has done many times in December historically. Could it stay lower? Also possible if Bitcoin drags sideways and liquidity stays frozen. But based on everything happening behind the scenes, everything building beneath the surface, and everything lining up for 2026, 2 cents to 4 cents is the most honest and realistic price prediction for Gala before the end of 2025. And if momentum truly returns, if Bitcoin sparks even a small wave of excitement, and if GalaChain's expansion continues at this pace, then the story of Gala isn't ending in 2025. It's just starting.